Hey truckers, we could find an awful lot of information online about truck driving, the industry, the equipment, tips and tricks and skill development and all of that. If you're watching this video, then you probably spend your fair share of time on YouTube. Right now I'm going to share with you the only two YouTube channels that I subscribe to on my channel. I'll tell you what they are and why I subscribe to those channels. We'll see you in 30 seconds. So, one of the channels that I subscribe to is called Smart Trucking. It's put out there by a driver named Dave out of Canada. He's got a lot of years in the seat, over 40 years I think he was trucking before he retired. And I really like his channel. He talks, a lot of tips for every driver out there, from the brand new driver to the seasoned owner operators. Lots of tips and tricks. He's a driver advocate. He talks a lot about driver wages, different mega carriers. He talks about the struggles that drivers face on the road, and just a lot of truck driver advocacy. He's not a big fan of the mega carriers. He's a fan of the truck driver. He talks about the history of trucking, the history of equipment, different engines, different trucks, all that kind of stuff. To me, that's really interesting. He was driving long before I got in the seat, and I really appreciate his insights and his knowledge over a 40-year long career. And when I climb down for the last time, I will not have been driving for 40 years. So there's something. And he talks about the old cab overs and just all kinds of stuff that I really enjoy. So if you're interested in the history of truck driving and how it has changed and how it's affected drivers, check out Dave at Smart Trucking YouTube channel. Also, one of the things I really like is his stories. He's got a lot of time in the seat, and he's got a lot of cool stories. So, yeah, that's Dave at Smart Trucking. Look him up. I'll try to put a link to his channel, but I don't know how to do links very well. If you find a link in the description of this video, it's because I just guessed it right, and this blind squirrel found a nut. The other YouTube channel that I subscribe to is called, let me get this straight, Truck Safe Consulting LLC. If you put that into your YouTube search, then you'll probably hit on it pretty quick. Truck Safe Consulting is unique to Smart Trucking, or unique from Smart Trucking, because that channel focuses a lot on the legal stuff in this industry. It focuses on FMCSA rules and regulations, proposed changes to the law, stuff like that. It talks about how to do your logbook accurately and just all kinds of stuff. It's really, really valuable information. I mean, nobody can be expected to know every single rule and regulation and law that governs us as truck drivers. It's just, it's probably a library of stuff. But that Truck Safe Consulting does a really good job of covering a lot of different stuff about, things that we're expected to know, required to know, as far as the laws and regulations and stuff. But on our own, we're probably not going to, research that stuff or whatever. I tend to binge listen to that stuff, and that's just it. So those two channels, as I said, I'll try to put links to those channels in the description of this video, but I don't know how to do links, and if it ever works, it's because I got lucky. So one more time, Smart Trucking and Truck Safe Consulting LLC. Type those in there, and don't count on finding a link to them in the description of this video. Check those videos out, or check those channels out. Subscribe to them, like their channels, or whatever you do, and there you go. I think that you'll learn an awful lot about this industry. We'll see you guys out there. Be safe.